Well, hey there. Hey there, everyone. Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back, man, to another episode of the Mr. Healthy Habits Show. I welcome all my healthy hamsters. That's you guys, man. That's you guys, man. You guys are the healthy hamsters, man. And this is freaking Mr. Healthy Habits Mania, man. You gotta laugh at yourself, dude. You gotta laugh at yourself. That is the key to life. At the end of the day, man, he who takes life too seriously suffers. Even if they are successful. Even if they are successful, he who takes himself too seriously suffers. You gotta laugh at yourself. That's been the key for me here and enjoying this. So, I confess I was not quite so sure what to talk about this morning on another Meditation Monday. But I can't help but feel like I need to continue from the last episode where we discussed the nature of who we are. Whether or not we are a biological illusion created by neurons and electrical impulses firing away inside our brains. And if we are, well then who is that illusion? Does that illusion have an identity? Because if it has an identity, then we are not just nothing. We are something. So this is the philosophical paradox that I explained in the last episode that I had been trapped in. And I said that we were going to go further into the question of who is the illusion. So today I welcome you to join me on another thought experiment where we are going to ask that question and dive a little deeper here today. Now, this stems largely from a thought experiment that I've got from Michael Singer, who has a great series of books, Living from a Place of Surrender, as well as The Untethered Soul, which are New York Times bestsellers, and I would highly recommend them. They are very profound and have changed my life so many different ways for the better. So I would recommend those to you here right off the bat before we dive in deeper. Now to start the show, man. We've got to start this show sometime, huh? Could you believe it? I haven't even started the show yet, dude. So we're going to start this show now. So now imagine you look at yourself in the mirror. Who do you see? Is that you in the mirror that you see? Your body, your capabilities and your wants and your desires and your thoughts and your hopes and your dreams right there embodied in a person reflecting you in the mirror. That's you that you see. Now, let's suppose we take your hair, cut your hair off. Look at yourself in the mirror, and now that you're bald, is that still you? Is that still you that you see in the mirror? So now, take an arm. Remove your arm. Still you? Maybe without an arm, but I'd say yes, that's still me. Now, take the color of your skin. Change the color of your skin. Make it purple. Make it whatever you like. Still you in there? Is that still you looking at yourself in the mirror? Yes. Take your height. Change your height. Make yourself a foot taller or a foot shorter. Add a third eye. Change your body completely. Give yourself an elephant head. Look at yourself in the mirror. Is that still you in there? Very much so. It's still you. The point here is that we are not our body. We are not the chemical composition, the biological composition that makes us up. That is not us. That is not who we are. You see, in the previous discussion, we discussed how we are a collection of biology that creates this illusion. But the argument here this morning is that is not who we are. You can change all of that, and it's still you looking at you in the mirror, completely different body and all. Now let's continue this. Keep looking at yourself in the mirror. And now let's change a few things mentally. Let's take some of our memories. Wipe your memories away. That person now in the mirror looking at you has no memory. You have no memory of your past, of your relatives, of your friends and family, your wants and desires. Remove your thoughts. Remove everything that you were thinking about before we started this here. What's going to happen later, what happened in the past. It's all gone now. And continue to look at yourself in the mirror. Is that still you? Is that still you looking in the mirror? See, Michael Singer, among other sages, would argue, yes, that's still you looking at you in the mirror. Memories, wants, thoughts, and desires all wiped away. It's still very much you looking in the mirror. So are we an illusion created by these things? You can change them all, and that does not change fundamentally who is looking in the mirror. It's still very much you looking back at yourself. See, the philosophical self-help portion of this, of the message that I'm trying to convey, is that if we do have a soul, if we are an illusion, that's still something. An illusion is still something. That's still something for us to hold on to and to say that that's me. But if we change everything about that illusion and we're looking at ourselves in the mirror, it very much feels like there still is something that persists. There still is a self. And the point here of all of this is that everything else in the whole world and the universe is just happening around us and is not personal. Everything that is happening around us and will happen in the day has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with the person that looks in the mirror. It's all external things. External things that are beyond our control, beyond our capabilities to manipulate. At the end of the day, also, nothing externally can really shake that inner person looking in the mirror if you don't allow it to. And I'll go even further and say, if you do allow it to, you still haven't allowed it to. The only thing you did was take those thoughts and superimpose what those thoughts are onto reality and convince yourself that you are not hurt. But we just chopped your arm off in the mirror, and it did not change who you were looking at you in the mirror. No matter what happens today, it does not change my self-worth or who I am as a person. If I put this podcast out there and 2 people listen to it, it's still me looking in the mirror. If I put this podcast out there and 2 million people listen to it, well, guess what? That's still me looking at me in the mirror. Same value in everything. Whether or not someone says yes to you or someone says no to you, or what you believe to be good happens or what you believe to be bad happens, it's still you in the mirror. It's not going to change your self-worth or your value as a person. That's something that we hold near and dear to ourselves and is the same regardless of external forces around us. We're definitely going to go deeper into this topic because I'm really enjoying this one. And I'd like an opportunity to go back, listen more, and make some more notes so I can bring another episode to you on this topic and expand on this. And we definitely will. But to wrap this up and segue into the next episode, we are going to talk for a minute here about what I've learned in lectures on the Buddha. The Buddha would say that person looking back at you in the mirror is not you. That person looking back at you in the mirror is not the same person that was looking back at you in the mirror 10 seconds ago. They have fundamentally changed. Different cells in your body have died off and have replicated. We are a different thing moment to moment. Your thoughts are not the same. Your memory is not the same. That illusion is completely different. It's completely different from when I started this podcast to now. It's completely different from when you first looked in the mirror to now. We retain no self over time is the message of the Buddha. Looking in the mirror for moment to moment, my wants and thoughts and desires and the things that I let out in my body and everything about me changes from one moment to moment. Our thoughts change moment to moment. One moment we can think yes, and then the very next moment think no. And if over time there is nothing about us that is constant, everything changes moment to moment, then we really retain no self. And we really are fundamentally selfless. That is what the Buddha believed. And in the next episode, since we've already gone ahead in the previous episode and have discussed the possibility that there is no soul and that we do change moment to moment and are an ever-changing continua that retains no identity over time since we are constantly changing, contrasted with the thought experiment that we had just completed in this current episode. In the next episode, I am going to bring it full circle and try to tie this together and let you know what I think. Let you know what I think when we take what the Buddha and science has to say versus this last thought experiment and what Michael Singer has to say. Because they're two completely different philosophies, two completely different thoughts, but at the same time, we can get to the same place. And so again, in the next episode, I'm going to do the best I can to tie this all together for you guys and let you know my thoughts. And that is going to consist largely of the fact that we really are a continua, but we are a story. We're a part of a story. And that is what gives us an identity. I thank you all for joining me here, and I look forward to recording that next episode for you. And again, my healthy hapsters, join me on Instagram at philosophical.reminders. Look for my YouTube, Mr. Healthy Habits. Follow me wherever you're following this podcast. Please subscribe, and you'll get the latest episodes that are coming out. I've got so many ideas and so many things I want to talk to you about. This is just the beginning. It's a very deep topic, one that I enjoy very much, but it's just the beginning. There are so many different lectures that I've listened to and things that I've learned over the course of my life that I'd like to share with you. Not to mention, I'd like to think my weight loss advice is pretty spot on as well. I mean, you know, they say 98% of people gain the weight back, and I've done a pretty good job of maintaining that, and I can teach you how to do that. And again, I hope you guys are having an awesome day, man. Because I am having a freaking awesome morning, dude. And I know it's going to be an awesome day, dude, because I feel so freaking good every morning. And I'm just so glad that I'm able to share this here with you. Mr. Healthy Habits of Mania lives, man. You guys take care, and you guys go have a blessed day. Love you guys.